I've been asked many times, how do I prepare for a tough, a scary negotiation? Now, the key here is let's define why that negotiation is scary. So that lack of clarity or confusion increases the fear. The clarity, understanding really what is scaring is going to collapse that fear. So first off, um, the basic question here is, what is the worst possible outcome of that negotiation? If it doesn't go well, what's the worst case scenario? Second, ask yourself, can you live with that? Can you live with that worst possible outcome? If if the negotiation goes badly, you don't get the investment or you don't get the approvals you need, can you live with it? Is your uh, is your life immediately affected by that? Is your ability to feed your family immediately affected? If the answers are no, that clarity is going to help calm you down. If the answers are yes, there's a distinct, immediate impact to you, then without preparing, your fear is going to increase. You're going to be negotiating from a position of fear, which is never a strong one. So, next, what's the probability of the worst case scenario actually transpiring? This is key because there's a lot of doomsday scenarios we can play in our mind, and they can be attached to some real negative emotions and can get down to a negative spiral. But ask yourself, what is the probability of the worst case scenario actually occurring? And finally, ask yourself, what can you do in advance of that negotiation to decrease the probability of that worst case scenario? Now, this is where the strategy development, the planning, the preparation will decrease that probability, decrease the risk. And now when you go into that negotiation, you're no longer negotiating from a position of fear. You're negotiating from a position of knowledge, of understanding, and clarity. And that clarity collapses fear.